Coming back at you for another episode of The Renters here at HuntStand. So hopefully you've been enjoying this series so far. We've covered a lot of information in previous episodes, so you can click down the link in the description. Now that you've gotten this far, obviously you're interested in maybe going down the road of getting a hunting lease. Now the next big question you're going to want to ask yourself in this process is, do you want to tackle a new hunting lease by yourself, or do you want to do it with somebody else or even a couple of people? So let's talk the benefits and the possible drawbacks of having partners on your hunting lease. On the benefit side, first of all, one of the great things about having partners on a hunting lease is the ability to split costs. Things can get really expensive, can add up very quickly, not just that original fee that you might have to pay to get onto a property, but all those incremental expenses that you're gonna have to put into it, whether it be tree stands, trail cameras, any other type of equipment. If you're gonna have the ability to put in food plots or anything like that, that stuff can add up real quick. So if it's in your budget to do it yourself and you wanna go solo, that's fine. But just realize that these costs are going to add up. Now, another part of the cost of going alone isn't just in money, but it's in labor. It can be an overwhelming amount of work to handle a lease all by yourself, because once you get into it, you're gonna realize there are a lot of ins and outs.
You know, we all can consolidate all of our resources as far as like the chainsaws and the stuff like that we were cutting the trails today. And then, you know, some of us got trailers, we got the wheelers, but I don't, you know, so it's nice to have all of us have all of it, and then we can split the work when we go to make the trails.
And along those same lines, the ability to split or rather share intel.
Thankfully, we have the Command app. And with that thing, we can just share all of our pictures and see it all the time. And you know, every time we see a buck or a bear or anything, we share it again and even talk about it even more. And then, you know, like once the season comes, we talk strategy with each other the whole time. Like I approach the whole thing, you know, almost like a big hunt, like one win, all win. Like if we get one nice buck out of the three of us, I consider it a complete win for the property.
So what are the downsides to having lease partners? Well, first of all is the obvious one. You gotta share. So if you didn't learn all about sharing and caring in kindergarten, then you're probably never gonna learn. So maybe you don't wanna share the property with somebody else. Because once you get into it, the thing you're gonna have to realize is that everybody should have equal access. And so it's not like you get to claim stands or claim spots or anything like that. You guys should all be working together. So if you're not willing to do that, then maybe you don't want to have a partner or multiple partners on your hunting lease.
Sharing the property isn't really an issue. We all work together on who's going to sit where and what we're going to do. There's never a huge issue on what we want to do.
If you choose the wrong partners, it could get ugly awfully quick. People can get really weird about deer hunting, especially when big bucks come into the picture. So that's why the most important part of choosing lease partners is making sure everybody's on the same page. First of all, you got to establish rules, expectations, goals, stuff like when and how often does everyone plan to hunt? Is the property big enough to hunt multiple people at one time? Let's say there's 2 or 3 of you. Can you guys all go out there and enjoy the property together at the same time during the rut or other times of the year when everybody really wants to be out there and in a tree stand? HuntStand is really great for that because we have the stand reservation tool. Hunting clubs use it a lot, but you can also use it for leases so that you can reserve dates and times and specific stands, and everybody kind of knows where everybody else is going to be, and it's just an even playing field, so everybody has the right to go in there and use that tool to reserve their spot. Another question you might want to ask yourself: will some people only hunt certain parts of the season? Maybe you're just a bow hunter and you only want to hunt early season through the rut, and you don't plan on doing anything later season, usually when like rifle or muzzleloader seasons come in. Everybody should be in it for each other. It should be a group effort. If you're sharing the property with multiple people, you shouldn't be hiding information. You shouldn't be sneaking around out there. Everybody should be working toward the common goal of everybody having a great experience on the lease. And then, heck, when you do finally shoot something, it really is nice to be able to share that experience with other people and get that deer out of the woods back to the skinning shed. Thanks again for watching another episode of The Renters right here with HuntStand. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. We've got some more episodes coming for you, and we appreciate you watching.